Mr. George Sodini has disappointed his family, his friends, and the whole country in his brutal slaying of these three women in Pittsburgh, in the LA Fitness Club. In my view, I think that there are several things that seem to be a problem here. He likes to journalize about his problems instead of focusing on what is working, the beautiful sunset, the rainbow, the lovely rose. And as a citizen of the world, we're pushing people beyond their level of competence. Everybody wants to be a doctor. They want to earn the 7-figure salary, and basically their level is just to be in the factory, work in the fields, picking the corn and the cabbage and tomatoes. And this is an added pressure on them. We have the psychiatrists and the psychologists who convince us that they know how to turn things around. They can shrink brains to such an extent that people will walk straight and become normal and real serious and contributing citizens. And we've seen that they're just failing. They just discovered that temptation is beyond, it really trips us up. And the scripture is clear in it. Furthermore, they're thinking that they could watch the city. But God says, except you watch the city, these watchmen will be in vain. Because look what's happening under their watch. And finally, we discovered that, medical science had discovered that individuals who had faith and who read the Bible and prayed were able to recover from many medical procedures very quickly. Then quickly, immediately following that, the enemy came up saying that people who had animals had a similar experience. And so it fit in because so many people had been influenced by Scooby-Doo and Sesame Street and these other puppet shows that it really kicked in, and everybody now has an animal. And all it is doing is putting us on the animal level. It's not making us into better citizens. So I think that we need to look, as we move on here, to acquire and to encourage things that are really working. I think that this brother, if he had a true religion, he could have been saved from this peril that he ended up in. I trust that nobody else has to go through a similar experience.